here's the thing. For everybody listening, don't make the same mistake the Bengals just did in any facet of your life.
People are going to get hurt. It's the hockey season.
What about the Jared Cook play on the sideline?
I was very tempted to just put defense.
I'm saying it right now. If Anthony Davis is out for the playoffs, they don't make it out of the first round.
Come on, Austin and I've been saying this ever since Joe Burrow got injured.
I don't really think the Dodgers are going to make the World Series this year. I feel like they'll make it to the NLCS.
The Fernando Tatis extension, because that really surprised me.
Like you said, Ovechkin, he's getting older. He hasn't been playing as well as I imagined. He's one of the greatest goal scorers of all time, but he hasn't started off this season as hot as I would hope.
Hi, I'm Jeff Allen, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NBA Opinions of the Week. The Celtics are out, a team that we believe both had winning the championship. Austin?
True. And they were up. They were down in the series against the Knicks 3-1 before Tatum's untimely injury. But I think they would have had a chance of coming back if not for the Achilles tear. And now you do have to question what's going to happen, because Tatum may come back at the end of next season, maybe March, but I could reasonably see him be sat out for the entirety of next year, or at least until the playoffs. So you have some serious questions to ask. They're still a really good team. They're still easily going to be a playoff team, and you're going to be able to diagnose some of the younger guys you have. They're going to be able to play more minutes. And you have to wonder what's going to happen with KP. He's not been playing well this year. Drew Holiday's getting up in age. Al Horford's Al Horford. I think they bring him back if he wants to come back. But what is next for the Celtics? Because this injury really does mess up the timeline for a lot of teams.
Yeah, and talking about Tatum injury is poor, not just from a player perspective, but also from the Celtics, where there have been reports that they want to cut down on the salary, especially with new owners, because they were pretty high up in that luxury tax. And I made jokes about it when it happened. It was like, you're signing everyone to large contracts and the payment's going to be due, but the current owners didn't have to worry about that, because they said that's the new owner's problem. So here it is, even just a year. I thought they'd have another year or two, but it looks like they're going to cut salary now, which that's why they were such a good team, is you have a lot of good players, but now they're getting paid well. Derek White is getting a large contract. Of course, you have Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday as well, KP. I do think they keep Al Horford, but the thing is, I'm trying to remember in the NBA, is there there's no LTIR in the NBA, right? Like, if you just put Tatum out for the entire season, his contract's still going to be on the books, right, Austin?
I don't really know. Let me research that.
Yeah, but other than that, I do think you see guys get traded. I could see Drew Holiday getting traded, even Derek White. People are talking about there's something about the Jaylen Brown being traded, or this is from Sports Illustrated. Boston has no intention of trading Brown, which makes sense because he's a really good player. So I do think you look at trading KP and maybe just getting picks and some assets back. But I know KP didn't play well, but I do think you could see a team make a trade for him. And going off of that, if the Tatum contract is still on the books, it hurts because he is a good player and it's hard to replace him. Even though I have criticized Jason Tatum in the past, that's a huge blow to their team and that roster.
Yeah, I'm still looking. They don't really have. They have what it's called an inactive list, which is, but it doesn't require a player to be injured. This allows the team to designate a player as an active, freeing up a roster spot for potential replacements due to injuries or other reasons.
Yeah, I don't think they have, because then you would have heard about it.
A team
like,
who
oh.
lose a player for a season due to injury. Okay, there's a disabled player exception. Teams have the ability to petition the NBA to grant a DPE. It's not an automatic thing when a player is injured. A team must apply for the disabled player exception. From there, it's up to the NBA designated doctor or league's fitness to play panel to determine the extent of the injury to the player the DPE is being asked for. A determination is made the injured player is substantially more likely than not to miss the entirety of the regular season. The DPE is granted to the team that petitioned for it. Teams have until January 15th of each season to apply for DPE. If the player is ruled out for the season after that, teams cannot petition. The DPE is worth 1/2 of the injury player's salary. The maximum value equal to that of a non-taxpayer mid-level exception, in which the highest it can go is 11 million, though. According, that was 22-23. So
that means it doesn't really help them solve that issue of just their.
Sure. It doesn't. There is some aid, obviously, if he's out for the year, but it's not like a LTIR situation.
Yeah, so I think you keep Brown and you keep Al Horford. It'd be great if they could keep Derek White, but I think you look at getting rid of guys like Drew Holiday and KP. Because to me, those are more of the luxury items for them with that roster.
I think KP is a luxury item. I don't know about Drew Holiday. I think Drew Holiday was extremely important to their first championship. So I could see them trying to hang on to him. But I definitely agree with the KP part.
Yeah. So it's just like, and then there, of course, are the cap rules. You can't really just salary dump anymore with the new cap. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But I think it's you try to run it back while getting rid of some salary and see what you can do next year.
Yeah. I do think that you have to get rid of some salary and prepare for the future. Luke Cornett played extremely well. He had 6 blocks in without when Tatum missed games 5, I believe. Or maybe it was game 6. I don't actually remember. I think it was game 5. It was game 5. But it's going to take a lot for them to be a contender if Tatum is out all year. I don't really know if Brown can be a number 1 on a championship level team, even with the depth that they will still have. I mean, Peyton Pritchard's still 6th man of the year. Al Horford's still really good. If they keep Drew Holiday's really good. And even if they get rid of KP, they'll still get some either good young assets or draft picks or whatever they try to get for him. So I think that they're still going to be obviously a playoff contender. The East is very weak at the bottom. So, but it's going to be hard for them to overcome an injury of this magnitude.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely, just with the level of players, even if they trade KP or even Drew Holiday, I view them as a top team in the East, but they won't be viewed as that dominant force that we were talking about this year and last year, of course, when they went on that run to win the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
So let us know your thoughts in the comments about the Celtics and what's next for them. Do you have some trades planned out? Let us know in the comments. We appreciate you listening to Outsiders Opinions.